All right, here it is. Here it is. It's a Funky Fresh Friday. Taping for Saturday morning. We are officially into the month of May. We're going to be live by way of Memorex on May 2nd, but we are taping right at about 26 hours ahead of time. We want to thank y'all for coming in and spending another great special Saturday morning with us here at Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
What's that Orlando? What's that old school jersey you got there?
Penny Hardaway. His grandmother used to think he was calling him pretty, but she was calling him Penny.
Okay, I never knew that.
Never heard that story?
Kids
in the neighborhood thought his grandmama would yell out the window and call him home. She would say Penny, but they thought she was saying pretty.
Okay.
Boy.
Hey, we all got nicknames. I try not to say some of my old nicknames, but every now and then they come out. You know, it's like you can always tell who know me by what era that people say what name, and I can put them into the category. Oh, I know them from this era. You know, and you got to, of course, everybody got a family name that they can never get rid of.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess that's his.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he got some more that he probably don't want nobody else to know about either, but that's everybody. All right, man. We gonna jump right into it. We not gonna mess around. I got my nice little NBA. Let's see, the NBA hookup right here. This is real nice. I got this for about $10. A buddy of mine picked it up from me. Said, "Hey, you want it?" It's like a warm up. It's like a warm up.
Oh, God.
But it's, you know, I guess supposed to go over the jersey, but I'm just gonna wear it as it is because it's nice. I like this joker. It's real light. It's a little big on me, but it's all right. I'm gonna rock this joker anyway. I'm gonna rock it anyway. Are we gonna jump right into it? That's my segue for the NBA. Right for the NBA, we're going right into it. NBA is do or die time for the Pistons tonight, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. They are in Orlando for Game 6. Of course, we got to ask: are they gonna win it? Who gonna win it? Can they extend the series?
It's over, man. It should have been over Wednesday, but it's over tonight because Franz Wagner not playing, but Tobias' ankle messed up. So who you gonna go to? Your bench was already depleted anyway. Well, I ain't gonna say depleted. He only played a certain number anyway, so it's over, man. You know, you gave a valid effort. You know, you won't be the first number 1 seed to go down to a number 8. Call Gary Payton. Ask him when Denver did it with the Kimbe. So, I mean, this should really put some pressure on the Alaskan assassin, Trajan. Now you got to get in the lab. You got to figure out what you can go after. You really need something to complement Cade. But like I said, I gave up on the Jaden Ivey project too quick. Yeah, I guess once he broke his leg, I was like, oh, he damaged goods.
The whole NBA gave up on Jaden Ivey. He got his whole paycheck. He done. If we see him playing in any kind of basketball, it'll be overseas. He not coming. He won't be in the NBA. He won't be back in the G League. You can stick a fork in him. He is definitely done.
For the comments?
Yep. Because of his comments and convictions.
Okay.
So that's it. You can wrap that up and put a nice little bow on top of that. That's it for him. I hate to see it because I've been a big fan of his. Purdue product, Detroit born, mama.
Country Day. Yep.
My mama from the shop, Country Day. You know, so you want to root for a guy like that. You know, who's been around, been through the whole thing for Detroit. Love the city. Detroit wanted to come home to Detroit, cried like a baby when he got drafted. Sometimes things aren't meant to be. You know, the fairy tale don't always end don't just end as well as it starts. So
yeah,
I wish
he might go down there and help his mom, be an assistant.
Yeah,
Know their name.
I don't know. With them with those comments, they might bring him in because he's gonna be going to a Catholic school who has conservative thoughts and values. So that might be a spot for him, but I don't necessarily see that happening. I really see him on the talk circuit. You know, they're going to put him out there to go ahead and talk. Hey, this is how you feel. We're going to back you up. You're going to get appearance fees and We're gonna put Jaden Ivey out there with a suit and tie on, and he gonna espouse all the greatness that of what we think should be said biblically and spiritually and morally. That's why I see him going. I see that pathway happening. But we're not gonna spend too much time on that. We got to get back to the Detroit Pistons and the rest of the NBA going on tonight. Yesterday I made a prediction. I predicted that the Pistons probably would lose tonight. My score was 91-99, 99-91 for Orlando. I think that's what I said. It's either 109, 101, or 99-91, something like that. But I'm going to put that in the books later on, officially, when we go through the other predictions as we look at. As a matter of fact, right now, as we look at what the records are, the Thunder has beat the Suns 4-0. Lakers and Rockets are at 3-2. The Timberwolves last night beat the Nuggets 4-2. Spurs are over the Trailblazers right now 4-1. No, I'm sorry. Spurs beat the Trailblazers 4-1. Celtics and 76ers are tied at 3. I'm shocked at that one. The Knicks jumped on the Hawks like they stole something last night. Won that series 4-2. Cavs and Raptors at 3-2. The Pistons down 2 games of 3 to the Magic. Any of those scores surprising you just yet? Any of those records, playoff records?
I was shocked though, because I took the Nuggets.
Yeah, we both took the Nuggets.
Yeah, I took the Nuggets to be here, man. So
we both took the Nuggets.
But they in for a battle because you go to San Antonio without Ant-Man. I don't know.
It's like Timberwolves and the Spurs. They start the series. That series starts May 4th. So that's what, Monday? Monday, May 4th.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, you're right.
Big day for Star Wars fans. May the 4th be with you. So that's a big day for Star Wars. So you may see people driving down the street looking like Darth Vader. You wonder why? Because it's May 4th. No, seriously. See, people, the Star Wars fans are strong. I wanted to go see one of those movies, boy, and everybody was up in there dressed up. But the 4 people I was with, me and the other 3 people, I was looking at them like, right, okay. No, seriously. It was everybody.
People actually get dressed up to go
to. Yeah. More than the Rocky Horror Picture Show. They was all dressed in costumes and stuff, and I was like, yeah. I can't be doing all. I'm gonna sit up here, and it was already in the middle of the night. It was already 11:30 at night because it was Thursday night premiere going into the midnight showing, and I'm like I'm already gonna be half asleep, and I'm gonna put on this hot heavy costume and be even more asleep. I couldn't do it, but hey, that's on them. May the 4th be with them, and may the 4th be with that series. They go forth and have a great series. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna put that in our prediction area. I can tell you what's most surprising for me out of all of them is that, like I said before, the 76ers and the Celtics are tied at 3-3. I thought what the Celtics are playing as well as they were doing at the time that they would go ahead and take care of the 76ers. 76ers are poised to go into Boston. Let's see, where are they playing now? Let me make sure I say that right.
Yeah, that's Boston. Game 7 in Boston. TD God.
Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. They are playing in Boston tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m., 7:30 your time. So yeah, they poised. It's gonna be a great series. That's the one I'm the most surprised with. And let me look at the other one. Let's see here. I kind of knew that the Thunder would beat them. I thought they would. Suns would at least win one game. And then you got Ishbia talking about how you want to keep everybody together, how you want to keep what's the name in town. He's not letting them go. Booker, everybody talking about Booker going to Detroit, and he like, nah, I'm gonna build around him. Like you, why would you do that and bring KD in? Would you build around him when he brought in KD? But hey, he's the owner; he can spend his money his way. If he probably gonna sign a team to a contract, that's probably what he's gonna do. He was already on the payroll for the Suns. He's gonna bring him in there as an advisor to help out Devin Booker. I think it's probably be the other way around, but that's another story for another day, another show for another day. Shout out to that group. Hope they can put things together because when they went to the finals, what was it, 4 years ago, 5 years ago when we went to the finals? When they played the finals?
4 years ago, they lost to the Bucks.
Yeah, when they lost
to the Bucks. 2-0, and then Giannis then won 4 straight.
Yeah, I had a feeling then that that was gonna be tough sledding for them moving forward. I kept calling Booker Auntie Squint because he was always, He was always complaining with the red face, you know. But you know, if he do come to Detroit, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a good match. I would hope that they would stay there, because you know you got, at that point, who's going to be the Robin? Who's going to be the Robin? Because you got, no, actually, who's going to be the Batman? Because you have two Robins. Cade, semi Batman, but I see him more as Robin than that. And Cade, and then you got Booker trying to be Batman or Robin. We'll see. I guess they'll be looking like the Celtics. Maybe they'll get one out of it and then go from there and just be halfway decent moving forward. But tonight's game is going to be very interesting. Like you said, the one kid out of Michigan, he's not playing tonight. He's been the one that's been been playing K tough defensively. So we're going to see. We're going to see, said the blind man to the dead dog. I'll do my best to try and keep that game as close as possible with all the updates and everything tonight. And maybe I'll put the radio feed on. I listen to George Blaha from the radio, since I'll be officially still on the clock. Still on the clock. Don't forget to click like, click share, everybody. Don't forget to get this book, Great for the Journey, Every Day by the One, Mr. Marcus Holmes. That young man right there just had a birthday. You want to make sure you go to TikTok and look at Marcus R. Holmes. He is an HR specialist. He will show you how to get the job you want, negotiate the salary you want, set up your resume the right way, put the right words on it on your resume, say the right things in the interview, make sure you answer those star questions correctly. And to do that, he has his own new program going there. You can purchase that at a nominal price, where you can learn how to be the best employee for the right employer. That's the best way to put it. So just go ahead and pull that up and make sure you check them out. And make sure you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, the Roku Network. We back. We figured out the Maximum TV Network. We're going to be on there, and on TikTok. We're going to be on all of them. That's crazy. We are on all these places. And I never expected to be doing all that, but here we are. And make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, whatever platform you on. Follow us on there. Set to get the alerts, because when the alerts come on, you want to see me and Felix come on here and talk this crazy sports talk with Kamau and Felix. Moving forward, we going into the NFL. Not a lot of stuff to talk about there. Not a lot of stuff to talk about. The schedule release is coming up soon. We can figure out who's going to be where and when. So I can try and see if I can figure out my way down out to Germany, so I can see the Lions play out there. Hopefully, they don't even know who they're going to play, but they know they have to give up a home game to get out there. Rookie mini camp is coming up, the OTAs, and then training camp. Before you know it, it's going to be September, and it's going to be Rock'em Soccer football. Next year, it's almost a done deal. They're going to add that 18th game. I don't know how much I like that. They're going to get to pay the same amount for more games. You know, that's not right. If you're going to play more games, you need to pay them some more money. But that's not going to happen. What they're going to do is trick them. They're going to give them a little bit more guaranteed money. They're gonna pay another player, make them play one more game, and that just all it does is just make sure that each home team gets 9 games. You got an 18-game schedule, because right now you either gonna play 9 games or 8 games. Right. So that guarantees every team get a 9th home game, and so they can get that money, concessions, parking, tickets, you know, advertising in the stadium, advertising from TV. So it's just a money grab. It's just a money grab. They're talking about to the point where it's going to be Wednesday night football, Thursday night football, Sunday night. Yeah, they talk about it almost every night of the week. They talking about pro football.
Yeah, leave that alone, man. That's right after Monday, you get a day off and you right back at it on Wednesday. Man.
That's what they're talking about. What they would do is they would do it right after their bye week. That would be your bye week. Right after your bye week, you would come back to a Wednesday night game, and then you have that time after the Wednesday night game to the following Sunday.
Wow, okay.
That's what they should do for all the Thursday night games anyway, except for maybe Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They should do it right after the bye week. If you got the Thursday night game, do it after the bye week, and then that will give you the time to recover after, especially with them adding the 18th game. You're going to have 2 bye weeks, so that will help us a lot as well too. So hey, you know, they got it figured out over there. I understand this. I understand the method to the madness, and I understand it's the money at the end of the day. But is it worth it for the CTE? Is it worth it for the extended injuries? Now I would say you would need to go from a 53-man roster to a 60-man roster. That would be my thing.
Right.
I would think they would need to add a 60 players. What's your thought on the whole NFL fun stuff?
Man, just leave. What was it? Used to be 16 games?
Yep, it was actually 14 when we was kids. Then they moved it to 16.
Man, leave it like it is, man. Man, just leave it like it. I mean, if it goes, that do make sense though. You get 9 and 9 home games and 9 away. But that Wednesday night, nah, that's a deuce.
Yeah. It's almost every night. But I get it. NFL is the king right now. But it's not gonna be there for long because before we know it, soccer gonna take it over, and they know it. Projected 15 years is gonna be soccer. And the NFL trying to do everything they can to make sure that they go global. That's why they have the German games in Germany. That's why they basically started the NFL Europe, because they knew that at some point they were going to need to have an ability. I got to sneeze. I'm sorry, everybody. Another crowd so they can start understanding the game overseas, and that was the biggest part of NFL Europe. So when they do get ready to expand, they have an audience and a base in the on the other side of the pond. Yeah. Well, all right. Let's move forward. We're moving into the Major League Baseball. The Tigers are now 20-20. No, sorry, 16-16. 16-16, 2-4 since last week. They did win yesterday against the Braves, 5-2. They are 4-6 on their last team. They are still in first place in the American League Central. I'm surprised that you go 2-4 and stay in first place. That says a whole lot. That says that the league you in is sneaky. What the Kings say?
Water.
What the Kings do? Ain't know what the Kings do.
Toilet water.
That's what the American League Central is. So let me pull up American League Central right now so we can see what it's actually looking like. Go to the standings here. Tigers at 16-16. Cleveland at 16-16. White Sox at 14-17. Minnesota Twins at 14-18. And the Kansas City Royals at 12-19. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. Yankees 20-11. Rays at 18-12. Baltimore 15-16. Blue Jays 14-17. Red Sox 12-19. Red Sox this week cleared out the whole staff. All y'all got to go. From the coaches down to the trainers. They cleared everybody out. And Don Mattingly's back in there. His son is in the front office. But they say that the coaches can only take care of what the front office give them. They say they should have got rid of the front office too.
All right.
Dandy Don Mattingly is back in there coaching, and so that you don't see what's going to happen. And the best record in the National League were the Braves. They just took 2 out of 3 from the Tigers. They're 22-10. The Marlins are 15-16 in second place. In the Central, you got the Reds at 20-11, Cubs at 19-12, Cardinals at 18-13. In the West, we got the Dodgers at 20-11. So Major League Baseball is doing what it always does. And so Braves, Yankees, Dodgers, Reds, Padres, Cubs, Rays, Cardinals, Athletics, Brewers, Diamondbacks, and Tigers. Tigers are way down on the list for best records. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They got the 12th best record in the league, I would say overall, and they are in 4th place in the American League in terms of standings. So not bad for an early start. They're not out, burning nothing. They're not exactly cooking with gas, but they're not out there, playing as bad as they were in the beginning of the season. So they're doing what they're supposed to do to stay in position to be in come playoff time. So I'm looking forward to that. They will be here in Texas, July 2nd, 4th, and 5th. They won't. I was thinking. I said, why they won't be playing on the 3rd? Why would they go miss a day? The World Cup. There's a World Cup game on July 3rd, right across the street, literally across the street from them in Arlington. That's what we got to get you down here, man, so you can see how they got the setup of the stadiums. They got 3 stadiums within walking distance of each other, within a mile, right about a mile, separated by about 4 parking lots. They got Globe Life Stadium, they got AT&T Stadium, and they got Choctaw Stadium, where they play the football and they play soccer. literally right across from each other. Choctaw is the old baseball stadium where the where the Rangers used to play, and that joker gets hot. It get hot in there because it faces the sun. The third base line is right on the sun at high noon. So I see why they built the shed, because I like to call it the shed.
What?
I'm gonna give me some tickets for that series. At least I'm gonna see at least 2 games. I'm gonna be able to see 2 games, especially with my new schedule. I get to go see the night games. But we talked about that before. I got my new schedule, my job. I got a little flexibility, a little bit more flexibility. It's beautiful. But we're gonna move. We're gonna keep it on task. We're gonna keep it on task. The Tigers are doing well. You think they're gonna keep it up, or you think they're gonna do what they did last year?
Do what they did last year. That's the same song.
Well, they did win one series last year. You think they're gonna get to the ALCS this year?
No.
I barely finished the sentence. You gotta keep saying no.
No.
I would have to agree with you, at least right now. Maybe if they pick up the steam as the weather get warm and they pick up some steam, I would change that. But right now, I would say that they would make the playoffs. And they should win at least the first round and go into the CS or winning the pin, anything like that. I don't see that happening yet, even though that's what the expectations are. All right, man, we moving along. Wow, this is a quick show today. That's all right, though. That's all right. We hitting on everything we set up for. And as a matter of fact, right now, we jumping into the women's sports. Of course, the segment to see your East down is slays. At least no crumb. Get your curls, your coins, clock it for all the baddies. We're going to clock it for the baddies today. We're going to start with our baddies. The WNBA, Women's Maximum Basketball League. They had their first weekend, and right now there's 10 teams. The DFW Lady Gorillas are in first place with the Queens of the Court, Lady Sacrifice, Model City. Those are beginning winners. The Michigan Marls and Chi-Town Soul Sisters haven't played yet. And the 7, 8, 9, 10 teams are unknown roles of the Elkhart Braves, Albany Good Life, and the Fort Worth Extreme. So we're going. I've already talked to the commissioner, Amos Brown, who's joined us a few times. He's lining up some young ladies to interview for us moving forward into for the season, and we're gonna get them to come on out. Where you at, brother? Where you at? What happened? We got to get that fixed. We got to get that fixed. I know he's not playing peekaboo with us because he's still over there. So let me bring him out real quick. Get these technical difficulties together. We're gonna get them back on the screen real soon. But I'm gonna keep moving forward with the ladies. The WNBA is for the second year on the top of the ESPN cross. So you go to ESPN and you can click on whatever different sports right next to the red and white ESPN. They got NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, soccer, WNBA. WWE is up at the top. The WWE is up at the top with at the top of the crawl. And so that lets you know where. But I'm like I got a cousin who's been trying to get me to do a WWE here on the show. I'm going to take you up on that, cousin. You're right, because if ESPN is doing it, putting them up at the top of the crawl, then they need to be up there. We need to be doing the segment on wrestling. They just had the 2-day WrestleMania. They just had that 2 weeks ago, Saturday, Sunday. And so we need to go ahead and add that to that segment in. So look forward to us doing that. Check on Felix, make sure you're okay over there. Send him a text. All right, the first thing you're going to say, man, that's your side. You're going to tell me it's my side. You make sure my internet is working. It's still working. I see the blue light on over there. We're going to keep it moving on for the ladies. Let's see what else we got. The pregame fashion walk is back. I've been keeping up with the preseason. You watch on ESPN how they come walking in. You see them on YouTube, how they coming in. And what I like most about it is the ladies are making money from it. They get their sponsorship. They're getting sponsored by clothing companies and clothing lines, so they can come in and be sharp as they walk in in whatever style that they want to use or wear. So they're using that to their advantage. I'm pretty. In the beginning, it was a cool thing, to make to highlight the ladies, because of course, at all, much I hate to say it, they want to keep a certain amount of ladiness, lovely lady. I'm trying to say it as best as possible without being rude. About it. There we go. He back. There we go. Is that my fault? Or did
it phone call, man. I'm trying to do not disturb.
Yeah. Well, that's why we got to get you on the laptop. We got to put you on the laptop. We got to make sure we do that. We don't know what we talk about. What I'm talking about right now is the WNBA pregame fashion walk. And talking about how I like the fact that these girls are being sponsored by their clothing lines, and they can wear what they want. And I understand the purpose behind it is how the WNBA is trying to highlight them as ladies, women, and but they still gonna dress how they want to dress as they come in, and I like that. They being themselves, true to themselves as they come walking in. Some of them be dressed to the nines, some of them be in their sweats, but they still being fashionable, different outfits and sweats as they come in, and they use it to their advantage. It's so much to the point where what's the young lady in Atlanta from Chicago that played in Chicago, the Bayou Barbie, it parlayed her to be in the Victoria's Secret. She walked the catwalk, and that was a big part of the fact that she had been wearing her fashion before all the games. So that got her a contract to walk in the Victoria's Secret show. All right, moving forward, more women's action. I'm sorry, last thing, May 8th. 7 days from today, the WNBA season kicks off. So check your schedules in your area. Maybe we can catch a game. I'm definitely gonna be able to catch some more games in the evenings now. Go out to UT Arlington to see the Detroit Shock. I mean, the Dallas Wings. All right, Haley Baptiste. You familiar with that young lady?
Oh,
Haley Baptiste.
Never heard of her.
Tennis player. She's been training and playing doubles with Venus Williams. The other day, we want to watch out for her. She beat Sabalenka in the Madrid Open, and in the quarterfinals to go. But she did lose her next match. But she beat her in 3 sets after being down. She lost the first set and won the next 2. And Sabalenka went over, shook her hand, was really real diplomatic about it. I was glad to see that. And so we got to make sure we keep an eye on that young lady. So right now in women's tennis, we have Coco Gauff. Let me get these names up so I don't mess them up. Women's tennis ranking. There we go. So right now we got Coco Gauff. Let's see here. Make sure I get them on. I do apologize. We got Coco Gauff. We got, let's see here. Make sure we get them on. What's the young lady that played doubles? Oh man, see that's there we go. Naomi Osaka. Who else I'm missing? I'm missing 2 more. I just said the young lady's name. Let me go back to her. Haley Baptiste, and I'm missing one. Let me get the doubles. That's why we need a stat boy, somebody to take care of that while we trying to mess around. There we go. WTA Women's Doubles ranking. So we looking at. Let's see, where is she? Taylor Townsend, that's what I'm thinking of. Taylor Townsend, that's it right there. That's the 4th one. So we got Naomi, we got Coco, Taylor, and now we have Haley. Some of the best women in the world, African-American young ladies. We got to keep an eye on them and keep supporting them as they continue to do well. And they right now they're finishing up the Madrid Open this weekend. All right. We got a quick little show today, 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes so far. And we right now, before we get out of here, we got to do our we're gonna take our quick pause for the cause as we jump into Stoopid Sports News. Stoopid Sports News. We got some good ones today. Let's see here. Do you know a young man by the name of Caden Barnett? Have you heard that name?
No, sir.
He has the best nickname of all time. They call that young man the Vanilla Gorilla.
Okay.
No, for real. They call him the Gorilla Vanilla Gorilla. He played for the University of Wyoming, and he just signed a free agent a deal with the Chicago Bears. Honestly, I wish that the Lions had picked him up because he would what you call a big nasty. He's a big nasty up front. He don't mind mixing it up. He get out there and he take care of business. I was hoping that the Lions would have signed him because one, he got that he would fit right in Detroit. Big crazy kid, love to play football, crazy nickname. They can make the posters for him. I wish they'd have signed him. Vanilla Gorilla, Mr. Caden Barnett. You ever heard of a young man by the name of Brendan Sorsby?
No.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you heard the story, though. Brendan Sorsby is a quarterback. He was playing for the University of Cincinnati.
Okay.
Then he transferred. Now he's being sued for $1 million. Let's see. What did he transfer to?
Indiana. Wasn't it Indiana?
No, it wasn't Indiana. It wasn't Indiana. It was what did he transfer to? He transferred to to Texas Tech.
Okay.
But he won't play it down for him. You know why? He's in rehab for gambling.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy that's in rehab for gambling. He's under investigation by the NCAA. Okay. He was betting on anything and everything. And now he's being sued by the University of Cincinnati because he signed an exclusive NIL deal to stay with Cincinnati. Then then Texas Tech came in, and now they say, we want our money back. But right now, he's in rehab. We always say every time they talk about this person gambling, I always say it's way more than what we think it is. Just like the coach over there for New England. We talk about, they talk about the coaches that be cheating. I say it's way more than that. And people will keep getting found as long as there's internet out there, as long as there's camera phones, as long as everybody's a pocket detective. More folks gonna get found out. So I wish him well. Hope he get himself some real help and kick that gambling and drugs. Them some bad habits. I got my minor habit, but I'm glad it's no more than just a 3 or 4 digit. Like we both said, we got a 3-digit and 4-digit habit in a Powerball. Got to be in it to win it. All righty. We got our one quick question. One quick question for you. We already know the answer to this question. Will the Pistons come back and win the series?
Man, you could have changed that to one quick disaster. No, it's over. They'll be coming back with Disneyland popsicles and lollipops. It's over, man. You had a good season. It's over.
I'm hoping that they win. I'm cautiously optimistic, even though I think the realist in me says, "Oh, it's over. They losing tonight." The fan in me is saying, "I think they can do it," but the realist in me is like, they're going back to Orlando. They're playing in the Amway Center. Is it still the Amway Center?
I don't know.
Let's see here. Orlando Arena basketball. Let's see here. Magic. Let's see here. They play in the Kia Center. It's the Kia Center now. It's not the Amway Center anymore. So when they go back to the Kia Center and play the game tonight, the game started at 7. By about 9:15 Eastern time, the Pistons will be they would be going to making their reservations. They're not going to go to Cancun. They're not going to Cancun. They go to the Bahamas. They're going to the Bahamas. They're going to the Bahamas. They're going to take a team. They're going to take a whole team trip. They're going to take a team trip together, and they're going to the Bahamas. And they're going to get kicked out of their rooms for partying too hard at 4 in the morning. They say we're gonna win together, we lose together, we're gonna party together, we're gonna keep them together. And then they're gonna dismantle the team. Like I said, ain't nobody safe. Ain't anybody safe. Ain't nobody. Katie not even safe. Everybody can go. They all can go. Well, all right, everybody. Let me throw these QR codes over here right quick. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. Go and scan that QR code and follow us over there. Join our Sports Talk group here on Facebook as well. We really appreciate everybody that's here. And if you on any of the other socials, make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Roku Network, and TikTok. On YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell. Look right below us. You're going to see the little bell. It's like the Liberty Bell. We'll just touch on it. Touch and agree as we get on out of here. And right now we had our last segment of the day. Felix's last word. What you got for the good people today?
Just stay aware and be aware. All I got for you. Stay aware and be aware.
All right. There it is. That's it. That's the perfect word for the day. We're going to end it right there. Thank you all for joining us. We shall see you all next week on May 9th. And in between time, in the meantime, make sure you come in on Tuesday nights to see my pastor, the good Reverend Dr. Valencia Edner, Moments of Encouragement, Loving Stuff, the original show. Tuesday nights, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, Loving Stuff. And on Monday nights, Reality Strikes with Eric Brown on Detroit and Black and White on Facebook and YouTube. All right, everybody, be safe. Have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay dry, stay cool wherever you are, and stay with Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix on your mind. Have a good one, everybody.